what I can't do anymore, and this might shock you, like a young Jeff Riger, I remember like in the 90s, maybe I just had nothing else going on in my life. I would sit there and watch 100 lost Tiger baseball teams. I would watch in June and July, they'd stink. I can't do that again. I can't do it anymore. And I'm done doing that. So unless they show me, like obviously it's part of the job, right? You got to watch the Tigers. But on an off day where I normally watch the Tigers, I don't know if I will this year because I can't take any more losing. So I'm down with you.
No, for 25 games, I'm going to hold my opinion. I'm not going to be like David. I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to see what this team could do. I'm not going to hang on every win and every loss and be like, see, let's see what the body of work is after 25 games. After that, I can judge them and say, like you say, am I counting down to the Lions? Am I counting down to college football? Or
we are.
Maybe we have something. It's not going to be all football. Well, maybe they can at least be decent. Well, not lose 100 games.
So yesterday after they won, I found myself thinking, I'm like, what if? What if? Because it was an impressive 2 games. Now today they got their butts kicked 8-1 against the good pitcher. But I found myself thinking last night, what if they give us something to watch? There is no better season than expecting a team to stink and then being good. Like your expectations are way down here and they end up making like a playoff push. And for 2 games, I allowed myself to think, what if? And then today, again, it's 1 game, not a big deal, but they did win a series on the road. So I'll buy your 25-game mark.
I mean, is that fair? I mean, is that too much, too little?
Oh, I think it's fair.
I mean, 16 games, I don't think is enough of a sample size. 40 games, now I've become too – it's like watching a bad movie. Now you're so invested, you got to see how this thing ends. And you know it's a bad movie, but you've watched too much of it.
You put too much time in.
And now, okay, I need to see how is this going to end. I think 25 games is enough that you'll know, okay, not as bad as we thought they're going to be. Could be entertaining, could be fun watching some of these young guys. Or, man, as Denny Green, you are who we thought you were.
They are who we thought they are.
You might be right.
Tigers are awful, okay?
Yeah, but you know what, Hatchet, and I hear you. You're probably right. Odds are he's right.
Oh, I know I'm right.
But over the last 2 games, come on, you didn't at least a second believe, okay, maybe they're going to be better than we thought.
But you do this a lot, though, Jeff.
What do I do?
You have a instant reaction is, oh my gosh, they're good. No, they're not.
No. I never said they're good. God forbid we get to watch some winning baseball. Like, God forbid we get to see something fun over the course of the last 5 years.
Do we have good pitching in Detroit?
No, I mean, Eduardo Rodriguez looks like he stinks.
Okay, and let me ask you this. Is Torque closer to the 0-4 Torque from yesterday? I mean, from today? Or the 3-4 Torque from yesterday?
I really wanted him to follow up yesterday, today.
He's in between.
I really, because I just had a topic ready for you, David, but he didn't.
Exactly.
You know the problem with David though right now is, and this is, I've done this obviously, you've done this too probably, Rico, but Hatchet is so convinced that Torque is going to suck that it's almost like you're rooting against him. You are, aren't you? You are.
I mean, remember,
I'm never rooting against him.
You are celebrating an 0-4 today.
No, because he's one of the guys I wanted to call it. I wanted him years ago.
Brought to you by the same man who held the funeral for Jared Goff.
That's okay. So I was wrong about Jared Goff. Tell me someone who doesn't have an opinion that isn't wrong. Give me that person.
I mean, that's a good
Show
point.
me that person.
That's a great point by this man.
It's true. I still remember, like, David, don't do this. No, we're good. David, I begged him. Please don't do this. But I may, you know what, David, you may be batting 500, doing better than what Torque is doing. You may be 1 for 2 because, see, I still think it's just too much pressure on this kid.
Maybe, but
he's got to do so much on a bad team that he doesn't have that person to put him under his wing to kind of guide him along. It's really, you're throwing him into the deep water and saying, kid, you got to swim or sink.
I don't know if it's pressure. I just think he's in his 2nd year in the league. He's been in the ups. He's been in the downs. I know everybody loves to talk about his exit velo and how hard he hits the ball, and eventually those balls are going to find the ground and they're going to be hits. But I don't know if he has pressure. I mean, this is a bad baseball team. So hopefully he just gets incrementally better. And yesterday, I was happy for one night. Yesterday, I was pretty – and then the day before, he had a couple hits. So I was happy over the last 2 days. My expectation level.
Veerling's been nice to watch.
He's been great. But my expectation, Rico, is so low that when they took a series against the world champs, I'm wow, this is nice. This is nice.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of
This is
had
nice. This is pleasant.
They kind of had my attention Monday night. I was watching the national title game, and then I'm like, okay, every now and then, okay, they scored on the other second TV. But, yeah, okay, last night was, okay, this is what we all thought the future would look like.
Yeah.
And then today, yeah, not so much.
Okay, so but there's positives and negatives, right? Like Torque yesterday, Green yesterday, Verling the day before, all awesome, all things like, yes.
That's what I said.
And then,
what's your number?
but then you look at like Javier Baez continues to stink, and Eduardo Rodriguez, 2 outings now, and he's got an ERA of 7, damn near 7. He got lit up again today, and those were Al Avila's 2 big acquisitions of a year ago that made us all believe that they're going to go to the wild card last year, right? Mm-hmm. So there's some good, there's bad. I just want to see more good than bad, but...
So what's your number?
Give me mid-May. Mid-May, I need you to be 5 games under 500.
May 15th.
Yeah, May 15th. If you're 5 games under 500 or better, I'll be happy.
Okay.
Is that soft?
So May 15th. Nah, Riger, it's a question. I'm just asking the people.
Okay.
248-539-9797. David, what is your number?
My number? I'll go with 25. I'm good with your 25.
I mean, 25,
to
I
judge
think
them.
It's enough to be kind of interested, but not. Let's ask the biggest Tiger fan of the group. Kenny, what is your number? 160.
No, it's like I'm going to say like a month's worth, so like 30-ish. I think that's a pretty good sample size to be able to wrap your head around, because you get a month schedule, good teams and bad teams. You get to wrap your mind around both. So I'll say 30.
When are the Tigers playing the Georgia Bacons? It's Kenny's video game team, the Georgia Bacons.
Who's on that team?
Well, right now, Randy Arozarena's leading off. We got Troy Gloss in the lineup, too.
Wow. Why aren't you the GM? Yeah.
I don't know. I have a great team at MLB The Show. I don't know what everybody else is doing out there.
All right, so 248-539-9797, Tigers off of their loss, but they take 2 of 3 from the defending champions of the Astros. What's your number that you think, okay, I'll know what this team is? Mine is 25. We'll take those calls, your ticket text next. Plus, we're going to sprinkle in a little NFL 97.1.